Today, we're going to dive into a company called Ace Financial Matters, and they have a pretty bold mission to completely redefine what financial empowerment looks like for everyday people. But, to really get what they're doing, we first have to understand the problem they're trying to solve. And it's a big one. It's this hidden crisis that's affecting millions of us, not just in our bank accounts, but in pretty much every corner of our lives. I'm talking about financial stress.
So I want you to just think about that for a second. What is financial stress really costing us? Because it's not just a bad feeling, right? It's not just anxiety. It has real, tangible costs that create ripples through our jobs, our health, and even our relationships at home.
Okay, let's start with the workplace. Research from PwC found that employees who are stressed out about their finances are a whopping 5 times more likely to be distracted on the job. Just imagine the impact that has on productivity, on focus, heck, on a company's entire bottom line. And it doesn't stop at work. It hits our physical health too. Get this, 64% of all personal bankruptcies in the US are directly linked to medical debt. It kind of paints a picture, doesn't it, where financial struggles might actually stop people from getting the care they need, which only makes things worse down the road. And then there's the personal toll, which is just heartbreaking. This whole issue goes way beyond spreadsheets and budgets. It gets right to the core of our most important relationships. In fact, study after study points to financial stress as the #1 cause of divorce. So, faced with this massive crisis, Ace Financial Matters came up with a really interesting model. They call it the family office for the people. The whole idea is to take the kinds of sophisticated strategies that the ultra-wealthy use and make them available to everyone. This is their rallying cry. It's their entire mission in one sentence. Now, a family office is usually this private, exclusive firm that manages fortunes for super rich families. Ace wants to basically blow the doors off that concept and open it up to all of us. So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, it means they're trying to democratize the entire playbook of the 1%. The goal here isn't just to teach you a few things about money. It's to give you the actual tools, the systems, the disciplines to build real, lasting, generational wealth. So how do they do it? Their whole approach is built on this really clear 3-part framework: mindset, management, and markets. They see these as the 3 essential pillars for true financial empowerment. And the journey follows this really logical path. The idea is simple. You can't really get into the markets if you don't have good management of your money. And you can't manage your money well if you don't have the right mindset to begin with. So the whole process starts from the inside out. Pillar #1 is mindset, and this is so crucial. The argument here is that before you ever even look at a budget or a spreadsheet, you have to look inward at your own beliefs about money. According to them, wealth really does begin in your mind. And this goes way deeper than just thinking positive. They say they use principles from neuroscience, from psychology, and something they call quantum principles to help people literally rewire those subconscious beliefs about money that might be holding them back without them even knowing it. Okay, so once that mindset is reset, you're ready for the next step: management. This is the practical part. This is where you start to bring order to the chaos and build the actual systems you need to get control of your finances. And they're not just leaving you to figure it out on your own. They provide real hands-on support. We're talking about things like bookkeeping, or even offering CFO-level guidance for entrepreneurs and small businesses. It's all about creating clarity and systems that you can repeat. All right, and finally, once you've got a strong mindset and your management systems are humming along, you get to the 3rd pillar: accessing the markets. This is where you start building that long-term wealth through ownership. And this is really the ultimate goal, isn't it? Moving from just being stable to being financially sovereign. They help their clients unlock the same kind of investment opportunities in things like real estate or businesses that for so long have felt completely off limits to the average person. What's really smart about this whole model is that it's built to grow. It's not just a one-on-one thing. They've created a dual customer journey so they can serve both individuals directly and the institutions that support those individuals. So you've got these 2 paths, but they're heading in the same direction. On one path, you have the empowered builder. That's the individual, the entrepreneur who's looking for that personal financial freedom. And on the other path, you have the empowerment advocate. That's a leader, maybe at a school or nonprofit, who wants to bring this same transformation to their whole community. This 5-year timeline here does a great job of showing how these two journeys move side by side. You can see how the steps are different. An individual might be stabilizing their business while an institution is licensing the curriculum. But both paths are designed to lead to that same ultimate goal, legacy wealth. So what's next for them? Well, they're evolving. They're growing from Ace Financial Matters into something even bigger, the Quantum Wealth Network. The vision is this fully integrated digital ecosystem that brings everything we've talked about together in one single place.
At the heart of this new network is a community hub, and they're building in some really cool stuff like gamified engagement with points and rewards, directories for members and vendors, and they even plan to include something called symbolic DAO voting. Now, DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization, and it basically means community members can vote on certain things to help steer the direction of the platform. Pretty neat.
But it's more than just a social platform. It's also a powerful fintech tool. We're talking integrated budgeting tools, real-time syncing with your bank accounts, dashboards to track your progress, all of it built into a mobile app so you can access it from anywhere. And really, their whole mission can be summed up in this powerful tagline. It shifts the focus from just managing your money day to day to something much bigger, much more active, taking control so you can build something that lasts. And that brings us right to the final and maybe most important question. It's the one they want every single person to ask themselves. After seeing this framework, after understanding what's possible, the question isn't just about what they can do for you. It's about what legacy will you build.